and gentlemen, welcome back to Hutchinson Motorsports TV for some Thursday night racing. It's the Stars and Stripes Truck Series tonight. We're here for the California 200 at Auto Club Speedway. We got about a few more minutes left to practice before we jump into qualifying. Week number 2 of the Stars and Stripes Racing League getting underway here after last week's barn burner at Charlotte. What a finish. Big win last week. Let's see how our race winner from last week's doing, Rickard. Scott Rickard. Oh, and he's looking like junk here at California. Scott Rickard in 25th out of 29 cars. Scott Rickard, I don't think he's going to win it tonight. We're not going to have a back-to-back if Scott Rickard's going to be this slow all night long. We're going to see if we can find some speed, though. But a handful of fast trucks out here so far. Dylan Grimm, top of the board, the number 23 machine, 41.22. That's a track record here. Fontana, California. Auto Club Speedway, California 200. Hutchinson Motorsports TV. Appreciate you tuning in, spending your Thursday night right here. We got a little bit of time before qualifying hops in, so give me a moment. We might have a little something in store for you as we watch our racers get some practice in the meantime. Rob Sherwood looking good here in the 15th spot. Not really, he's not looking good, looking pretty slow. But let me take a look here. No, it's not yet. I'm gonna see if we can run a quick interview here shortly. But they are not ready yet. So in the meantime, we're gonna watch Rob Sherwood wheel it around this racetrack. You know what, we're actually gonna find somebody fast. How about Jake Bustos, the number 74, currently in the 4th position? Let's hop on board the Hutchinson Motorsports cockpit view with Jake Bustos. This number 74 machine is hooked up. He's only 1/100th of a second behind Dylan Grimm's quick time so far. He's running out of time, though, to shed that 100th. In the meantime, let's pull up some race info here. Auto Club Speedway, as you can see, a 2-mile oval. This place is great, folks. Known for its multi-lane racing. It's unfortunate in real life they demoed this bad boy. Half this track's gone right now. This track is done for. But it's okay because the Stars and Stripes Truck Series is here tonight. They're going to tear this place the rest of the way down. Thursday night racing, 200 miles around the speedway. That's going to be 100 laps. And we got a minute left of practice. Let's see who else is out on the speedway right now. How about Josh Robinson looking bad fast in that number 30 machine. Josh Robinson looking good here tonight. Change it up. I don't like this view. There we go. That number 30 Micro Center truck. The Canton, Ohio native. Top 3 right now. 41.23, trying to shed that last 100th of a second. He's running out of time. This is going to be his last lap around for practice, probably. In the meantime, let's get them banging tunes back playing. Hutchinson Motorsports TV, patented tunes, best in the business, best streaming service in the industry. Hutchinson Motorsports TV, the GOAT, Blake Hutchinson, on the call here tonight. That's going to conclude practice. Dylan Grimm, quick time, 41.22. Top of the board, the number 23 machine, Dylan Grimm for practice. But it doesn't count in practice, folks. I'll tell you where it does count. That's what we're starting right now. Stars and Stripes Racing League qualifying, getting underway here. Auto Club Speedway, Hutchinson Motorsports TV, bringing you the action live right here. Who's going to be the first truck to hit the speedway? It's going to be none other than the quick time man himself, the number 16, Dylan Glass. Oh, never mind. He wasn't quick time. I thought it was Grimm, but it's Dylan Glass. So Dylan Glass can hit the speedway first, the number 16 machine. Handful of others there as well. Aaron Hale on the track, as well as Kyle McCoy, Kyle Bowling, Josh Whitaker, a handful of others. They want to get out there as quick as they can, build up their momentum around this speedway. Let's hop on board with the number 16 of Dylan Glass. In front of the sold-out crowd here, Fontana, California. Dylan Glass getting his momentum the best he can. He's going to take the green flag right here. He's going to run the high line here, looking to build some speed. Wonder if he's going with the strategy, run the high side the first lap, put it all in your second lap. I think that's what he's doing. This first lap might be junk, but it's all about the second one. It's the money lap. Meanwhile, let's see who else is out on this speedway. How about Jeremy Thompson? He was quick last week. See what Mr. Thompson can do here tonight. Gonna wait for the first trucks to cross the line and get a time. Thompson taking the green flag. I believe Glass will be your first one here. Crossing the line, 41.45. Not too bad for rolling the top. Now he's going to send it in there. Dylan Glass, it's the money lap. The only lap that counts. He put all his marbles in one bucket here. We're going to see if Mr. Glass can put it down. Right now we're on the Hutchinson Motorsports chopper cam following around the 16 of Dylan Glass. Switching it up, hopping on board the Hutchinson Motorsports cockpit view with the 16 truck. Into turn 3, looking good. Coming out of 4 in front of the sold-out crowd. He's going to roll to the apron. The 16 truck going to cross the line here. Let's see what his lap time's going to be. 41.36, jump. 16 truck, not fast here tonight, but I'll tell you who is fast. Kyle McCoy out of Morrison, Illinois. The number 7 truck, Kyle McCoy. Top of the board, 41.19. Rob Sherwood out on the speedway here. Rob's always a fast one to watch. See who else out here. Looking good in that 22 truck out of Virginia. Jake Bustos also out there. We got Ross Tatum, had a good run last week himself. I believe he brought home a second place finish, if I'm not mistaken. But we got a handful of them out on the speedway. We're here, Fontana, California. Hutchinson Motorsports TV for the California 200. Josh Robinson out on the speedway right now. The Canton, Ohio native, the Micro Center number 30 Toyota truck. We're going to see what kind of speed he's got tonight, folks. Joshua Altis hitting second spot right now. 41.19, folks. I don't think that's fast enough for quick time. And speaking of which, quick time, Zach Kreitz, top of the board, 41.15. Zach Kreitz looking good here tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Keep an eye, although, on this number 30 truck, Josh Robinson. He's going to cross the line here. What kind of lap time does Robinson have? Quick time, 41.09. Josh Robinson, the Canton, Ohio, and he is bad fast here tonight, 41.09. Bustos right behind him, 41.09 as well, puts him in second. These guys are sending it here tonight. We got a fast track. It's going to be a good one. Kreitz to the third spot right now. Josh Gratton out on the speedway. The Pittsfield, Illinoisan. Jason Gratton. Third spot for Gratton. I think he had a rough race last week, if I remember right. But a good qualifying run for Gratton. 41.13. Going to put him in third. Meanwhile, Robinson taking some victory laps after putting down the barn burner lap. That number 30 Micro Center machine is bad fast. Let's check it out, folks. Look at this beautiful truck. He's the man to beat here right now, it's looking like. Nobody else out on the speedway. Got 23 trucks have hit the track so far, and that's going to conclude qualifying, I believe. No, yes it is. All right, folks, it's grid time. Let's turn the music down a bit. It's time for tonight's starting lineup for the California 200, Fontana, California, Auto Club Speedway right here on Hutchinson Motorsports TV. Let's get your starting lineup. We're waiting for one to grid here, though, first, so we can get some eyes on some of these trucks. These guys getting their setups right. We got 100 laps around this speedway here tonight. Waiting on our first car to grid. Still nobody's gridded. Whatever. There we go. Somebody is. I'm having some issues here. Oh, well, we'll just start it off here. Tonight's starting lineup on the pole. Front row inside, the number 30, Josh Robinson. To his outside, we got the number 74 machine, Jake Bustos. Row number 2 on the inside, the number 46, Jason Gratton. To his outside, the 9 machine of Zach Kreitz. Row number 3 on the inside, the number 5, Trey Jackson. To his outside, we got the 7 of Kyle McCoy. Starting from the number 7 spot in the number 94 machine, Joshua Altus. To his outside, we got the number 25, Nate Lynch. Starting from 9th in the number 71, Zach Douse. To his outside in the 28, Josh Whitaker. Starting in the number 11 position, we got the 08 of Alex Buffoli. To his outside, the number 1, Will Bustler. Kicking off row number 7 on the inside, the number 22 truck of Rob Sherwood. To his outside, we got the number 4, Aaron Hale. Row number 8 in the number 44, Kyle Bowling. To his outside, the 05, Scott Rickard, last week's winner. He's got some work to do here tonight, folks. Starting off in the number 17 position, the number 3 truck of Christian Lawson. To his outside, we got the 99 of Rhett Tucker. And row number 10 on the inside, Kevin Stein at number 19. And to his outside, we saw him qualify. He didn't look very good. It's the number 16, Dylan Glass. Kicking off the number 21 position, the number 17 truck of William Duff, the 4. To his outside, the number 21. He had a good run last week, but boy, he looks like junk tonight. It's the number 21 of Ross Tatum. Starting from 23rd in the number 87, Jeremy Thompson. To his outside, the number 90, Johnny Eckert. And then the rest of the field, we're just going to skim through here. We got Dylan Grimm, DJ Weeks, Brian Burshett, Josh Gratton, Brian Chu, Mark Schrader, and starting shotgun dead last, the number 66, Greg Hammond. There's your starting lineup. Looks like 31 trucks gonna make the call here tonight. A couple of them might have missed the call. Nope, here they are. All 31 here tonight. 31 trucks. Fontana, California. Hutchinson Motorsports TV. We're about to go green, folks. Thanks for tuning in, spending your Thursday night right here with the GOAT, Blake Hutchinson. I'm on the call for you, bringing you this action live. We're going to hop up to the Hutchinson Motorsports blimp to watch this initial start. Gonna be a good one, folks. Let's get the right ticker up. There it is, folks. 100 laps. There's only one California 200. Who's going to take it home tonight? The pace car is in. The front row going to be Robinson and Bustos. Ready to roll as they enter the restart zone. Green flag in the air. Side by side through the field. Looking good so far. Let's zoom out and see what's going on. Up front, everybody's being steady. Dropping to the back. We got one trying to go 3 wide in the back. Let's keep an eye out here, folks. These guys taking it easy. They know it's a long race. Meanwhile, up front, still a side-by-side battle for the race lead. We got Bustos on the outside, the number 74 truck looking to take the race lead from Robinson. The Top Golf 74 taking the high line. We're going to see which line is more dominant here. I do know Auto Club's known for having multi-groove racing. It looks like Bustos going to take the lead quite easily. Robinson in the number 30 going to fall in the line back to the second spot. As we're still green. We're 3 wide back here, it's looking like. These guys duking it out right now. Look at all these lanes are racing, folks. Plenty of room for racing. You could go 5 wide here quite easily. Got a couple of them wanting to battle for a position here. Let's keep our eyes tuned right here. We're watching the number 1 of Will Bustler. He's looking pretty steady. Let's drop back a little bit more. Altus had some good speed and practice. We're going to see if that number 94 can find his way to the front. Right now, sitting in the 8th position. The 71 truck of Douse looking to the bottom line, trying to get a run as well. Let's hop on board here. See what Mr. Altus is seeing out his front windshield. Getting a run on Nate Lynch here in the number 25. Altus wants to get around him, but he wants to be patient. You don't want to junk him yet. A little bit early on here. As you know here, Stars and Stripes Racing League. No fast repairs here, folks. You only got one shot. These guys aren't jacking around here. We're still on board with Josh Altus here on the left front suspension cam with the number 94, currently still in the 7th spot. Let's zoom out, going back up front here. Josh Robinson in the 2nd spot. Let's drop back one more spot, see what the number 9 truck of Zach Kreitz is doing right now. Let's hop on board with that number 9 truck out of Denver, Zach Kreitz. Looking through the board here, your hard charger so far looks to be Dylan Glass has gained 7 spots, but Johnny Eckert has gained Johnny Eckert currently in the 16th spot after starting in the rear. Working his way through the field, it's the Long Island New Yorker, Johnny Eckert. Looking bad fast through the field. Dylan Glass has also gained 8 spots. Glass had some slow qualifying speed, had a junk setup. You know, Dylan was talking to me earlier. I gave him some pointers on his race setup, and I think it's really working. Fortunately, I didn't have a qualifying setup to talk him through, but it looks like his race setup is looking bad fast here. That 16 truck is headed to the front. Meanwhile, up front, Mr. Will Bustler in the number 1 truck. He's now your hard charger. He started all the way back in 12th. Here he is in the 3rd position out of nowhere. The Air Jordan number 1 machine out of Virginia, Will Bustler. He is hooked up right now, taking over the 2nd spot. He's up to 2nd right now. Let's hop on board. I don't think Mr. Bustler is worried about conserving tires. He is sending it right now. He's ready to take the lead. Can he get it from Mr. Bustos? We're going to find out. Meanwhile, let's check out his right rear suspension cam. Look at all the slugs behind him. He passed. Will Bustler just blew by all these trucks behind him. Josh Robinson thought he was fast. Bustler said, "Get out of my way, bud. You're slow. I'm going to the front." Meanwhile, we drop back. Let's see who else. How about it? Scott Rickard in the 05 working his way through the field. He's gained 5 spots since the start of this one. He's up to 11th. Last week's winner, Scott Rickard. What a run last week. Let's hop on board with the winner of Charlotte last week, Scott Rickard. This 05 truck, he's just being patient. We know last week he had the short run speed. I don't think he was really conserving his tires the greatest, but he had a late restart and he had some track position, was able to run away with it. Looks to be doing a much better job here tonight at conserving. But we know he's always one to watch. Looks like Johnny Eckert in the number 90 up to the number 15 position right now. As he's got a 3-wide battle in front of him, let's hop on board with Mr. Johnny Eckert. He says, "Something's got to give, boys. You can race 3 wide, but get the hell out of my way, because the 90 truck is headed to the front." Johnny Eckert is flying right now, folks. Let's drop to the rear. Let's check out the battle for last, folks. Always one of my favorites to watch. DJ Weeks looking pretty slow here, but how about Ross Tatum? Ross Tatum all the way back here. Man, I believe he finished 2nd last week. He is terrible here tonight. What is going on with that the 21 truck of Mr. Ross Tatum? He's all on his own, folks. This truck's junk. Does he have damage, or is he just slow? I'm not seeing any damage. I just think there's no speed there in that number 21 truck. Ross Tatum, the gas pedal is the one on the right, the long, skinny one on the right, buddy. You need to get on it. Meanwhile, back out front here, your race leader, Jake Bustos, in the number 74 truck. I believe he's led every single lap here so far. Has a 0.3 of a second advantage on the number 1 of Bustler. Look at all these trucks, though, folks. Over 30 trucks here tonight. California 200 right here on Hutchinson Motorsports TV. Gonna be a good one. I remember right, I think there's no stage breaks. I don't know. I'm winging it half the time up here. I'm just in the booth bringing you the action live, but how about this crowd, folks? They thought this track was shutting down and they tore it down. Not so fast. We got a sold-out crowd right here, Fontana, California. These fans have been waiting all season long to see the Stars and Stripes Truck Series send it around the Speedway. Kyle McCoy looking good here tonight. Let's see what else we got going on. The joker of the race right now. It's the number 08, Alex Buffoli. He's down to 22nd, started in 11th. He's lost 11 spots. Mr. Buffoli, get on the gas, sir. That 08 truck is junk. Let's hop on board. See why Buffoli is so slow. He's a little loose coming off the corner. I did notice that. Looks to be losing some ground. He's going to lose some more spots here. This truck's absolutely junk. He's dropping like a rock. Buffoli dropping back to the 23rd spot. Might go down to 24th. You never know. Or he might just jump to 17. He thought about it. Buffoli was thinking about it. He says, I need a caution. I'm just going to jump this guy. But he thought otherwise. But back up front here, Mr. Will Bustler in the 2nd spot. Still trying to run down that bad batch. Hooked up number 74 of Jake Bustos. Let's hop right on board here with our 2nd place truck of Will Bustler. Trying to run down that number 74 Callaway machine. And the Virginia native do it. The Air Jordan number 1 truck getting a run here, using the draft to his advantage. Here he goes, looking to the inside. Not gonna work though. The 74 is taking up the entire track just like he needs to, putting the dirty air on that number 1. Great racing up front here. Here comes the 9 of Kreitz, though, folks. Let's hop on board with this number 9 machine, Zach Kreitz. He's running Bustler down. He might be the fastest truck on the Speedway right now. Looking at the last laps, fastest truck on the Speedway. Indeed, it's Zach Kreitz. 42.28. I believe he's the quickest truck out there right now. He's the man that beat the Denver native. Big Chase Elliott homer. So boring. But here he is. He's fast, so I'll give him that. But Kreitz looking to get to the inside of the 1 machine. Not going to happen. Let's drop back a little bit. Here's the 28, pushing the 71 down the straightaway. Whitaker pushing Douse. Says, Douse, get on the gas. You're slow. He's just shoving him down the straightaway. This 28 truck is hooked up. Josh Whitaker out of Concord, North Carolina. He says, 71, get the hell out of my way. Here comes Lynch. Lynch thought about junking him, but thought otherwise last minute. Let's hop on board with the Bad Fast number 25 machine of Nate Lynch. As we roll into turns 1 and 2, lap number 14 out of 100 here for the California 200. We're here, Auto Club Speedway, this 2-mile speedway, and he throws a block. The 71 throws a block on Lynch. He says, you're not getting by me, nerd. Not that easy. Lynch going to the inside. The 71 trying to hold him off. Here comes Lynch in the 25 to the bottom. Gonna make the pass easily. Says, you can block me all you want, but you're slow. I'm gonna blow by you. Nate Lynch taking over the 11th position. Meanwhile, we got a new race leader, the number 1, Will Bustler. He's up front here. That Air Jordan 1 truck is bad fast. He started in 12th. Here he is in the race lead. For those of you not so good on math, that's 11 spots gained for the Virginia native. Let's check out his right rear suspension cam. He's looking at all the losers behind him. Look at all these camera angles we offer here at Hutchinson Motorsports TV. We cut no corners here, folks. Hundreds of cameras installed around the Speedway, including a blimp, a chopper, multiple drones, all kinds of cameras, folks. I don't even know where to begin, but let's crank it up here for some static TV cams here. Listen in. Here they come around the Speedway. You're going to hear them right here as they come down the backstretch, coming out of turns 1 and 2. Stars and Stripes Racing League. These guys are hooked up right now, flying around the Speedway. Unbelievable. Great views around here. Looking through the field here, joker of the race, still Mr. Alex Buffoli, down to the 25th spot. Started in 11th. He is dropping like a rock. In the battle for last is not very difficult right now. Ross Tatum has it all on his own. He's about 4 seconds behind the next joker. Get on the gas, Ross. Back up front, though, Zach Kreitz looking to battle for the race lead. Side by side, coming out of the corner. We got the 1 of Bustler on the inside. The 9 of Kreitz on the outside, down the back stretch. Can the 9 carry momentum into the corner? Looks like he's got the spot. The 1 looking to fall back in line. We got a new race leader. It's the number 9, Zach Kreitz. But Bustler doesn't want to give it up yet. Here comes that 1, a Bustler to the back bumper of the 9. And out of nowhere, folks, here comes Kyle McCoy. Don't count him out. This man is bad fast. Kyle McCoy, the number 7, out of Morrison, Illinois. We're on board with him right now, currently in the 4th spot. As we zoom out here, let's see what else we got going on through the field. Dylan Glass in the 15th spot. He's gained 5 spots since the start of this one. Kind of slow, but he's better than some. I'll give him that. Dylan Grimm, though, he was bad fast in practice, and boy, he put down a absolute stinker in qualifying. He started all the way back in the 25th position, but he's worked his way up through the field, currently in the 11th spot right now. He is your Hutchinson Motorsports hard charger. Looking to take over the 10th spot. Grimm to the top 10. He's gained 15 spots since the start of this one. Let's see what else we got going on. We got a battle for 30th back here. Brian Chu out of Fort Myers, Florida. Let's hop on board. He's the last car in this lead pack. He says, wait up, fellas. Wait on me. He's like the fat kid on the bike with his group of friends. Brian Chu, back of the pack here, trying to maintain pace, trying to run down that 97 truck. Looks like he's got to run. Brian Chu says, I'm going to blow by you, nerd. You can be the last truck in the group. Here comes Chu, looking to make a pass for 29. The 18 of Brian Chu wants to get around the 97 of DJ Weeks. Chu on the inside, Weeks on the outside. Who's going to take over the 29th position? Side by side. Looks like Chu's going to fall back in line, and he's going to be the loser of the pack. But back up front here, the number 9 is Zach Kreitz, still your race leader. But here comes the 7, Kyle McCoy, looking to get underneath the number 9. McCoy throwing a block on the 1 truck. They are bumper to bumper right now. Keep an eye on these 2. The ISU number 7 truck looking to the inside of the number 9 of Kreitz. It's a battle for the lead. The 1 right there with him, looking to give him a push here on the backstretch. The 1's going to wash up, though. Side by side onto the backstretch. Kreitz has a little bit of help. Who's got the momentum into the corner? Currently, it looks like McCoy has the lead, but can he maintain it? Heading into the corner from the bottom. McCoy looks to have the momentum, but coming off. Can Kreitz carry it to take back the spot? Onto the front stretch, side by side. We're going to see at the line who's your race leader. Here's the Hutchinson Motorsports chopper. Zach Kreitz, still your race leader. Caution is out, folks. Caution is out. Let's see what happened. Uh-oh, looks like William Duff might have junked his truck. He had some issues last week, folks. Oh, he's able to save it. What a save from Duff. Unbelievable save. Let's see what happened, though, on this caution. We know the 71 was involved, which is unfortunate. Douse had a pretty good truck. All right, here we go. So here's the replay. Let's try to get a better view. The 71 there got the 22. Oh, they're 4 wide coming out of the corner. 71. Oh, they clean it up a little bit. Oh, looks like did he get a little bit of help there? Did the 71 get junked? Or did he just lose it? Let's hop on board with the number 22. Sorry, folks, there's a lot of trucks here. I'm trying to find the 22. There he is, Sherwood. Let's hop on into the Hutchinson Motorsports cockpit view. Oh, got a little bit of help. Sherwood dumped him. Oh, and then he gets door slammed. Oh, and Sherwood is done. As I said earlier, folks, no fast repairs here. Stars and Stripes Racing League. No redos here, folks. Meanwhile, caution is out. Let's pull up our tower view here. Kreitz your leader, followed by McCoy, Bustler, Robinson, and Bustos, your top 5 here tonight. Lap number 23, our first caution of the night. Let's get them tunes playing, and maybe we'll have some time for an interview. as the entire field is going to come down pit road here. We're going to watch the race off of pit road. Meanwhile, I'm going to adjust some settings. We're going to change to our pit lane cam, and you can watch the race off of pit road live while I work on some settings. But it's going to be Kreitz your race there, followed by McCoy, Bustler, and Robinson. Who's going to win the race off of pit road? I'm going to wait to interview before, or I'm going to wait until we know who's the race leader here off of pit road. Here they come down pit lane. Kreitz looking to be your leader. Yes, sir. Looks like Kreitz going to be the leader off of pit road. Let's see if Kreitz is in a voice chat. I don't think so. No, sir. We got Josh Robinson, though, currently in second spot. Let's roll down the tunes. Check it out here. Josh Robinson. Check out this truck here at Josh Robinson. We're going to pull him up here into the booth, see if he's available for an interview. Josh, Blake, I'm in the booth. You got me?
Hey, how's it going?
Hey, it's going great. But hey, you're looking pretty strong right here so far, currently in the second spot. How's the truck feeling?
Truck felt really great those last 5 laps of that run. I was a little disappointed to see that caution come out because I felt like it had just come on to be how I wanted to race it. It was just a little bit loose off exit, and that's exactly what I want.
Yeah, well, it's going to be interesting to see how this plays out. So how long's the fuel run here? How long do you expect to be good on fuel?
If you don't try to save or anything, it's about 38 laps, so we should everyone should be able to comfortably make it on one stop now.
Okay, well, that's good to know. And again, there's no stage breaks here, correct?
Yes, sir.
All right, just making sure. Well, hey, best of luck. We'll let you line up here, and hopefully you can get a good restart here.
I appreciate it. Hopefully I get to talk to you later.
Yes, sir. Josh Robinson, number 30, currently in the second spot. Zach Kreitz wasn't able for an interview, so we pulled up Robinson. He said the truck's feeling good. He let us know. Fuel runs about 38 laps or so. So everybody should be able to pit just once more unless there's some cautions, which, hey, probably going to happen. Probably is going to happen is what I mean. But our field is lined up and we're ready to roll here. Field is set. It's going to be Kreitz on the inside, Robinson on the outside. Who's going to take the race lead here on the restart? Right now, looking through the field, our hard charger currently is Josh Gratton. He's gained 15 spots, currently in the 13th position. Our loser of the race, Alex Buffoli. He's in dead last, folks. I think he was involved in that wreck. I think he's done. Buffoli might be done for. But hey, we're going to find out. Nonetheless, looks like the pace car, going to head in. We're going to have Robinson on the outside line, trying to maintain pace with the number 9 of Kreitz. As they enter the Geico restart zone, green flag in the air, and a good start for the 9 truck of Kreitz. Robinson struggling here. Bumper to bumper, he's getting a bit of a push here. Keep an eye on this 30 truck. Can he get up to speed? The 74 trying to help him out. Side by side, it's a battle for second. Though number 1 of Bustler looking to take the spot, he's going to do so. Robinson not with a great start, but not the worst. Right there with him here. Just going to lose about a spot. As we zoom out here, let's see what's going on through the back. Who wants to press their luck here? 3-wide battle here. Didn't take long. Here comes the 25 of Mr. Nate Lynch to the inside of the 3. Coming out of turn 4. Lynch is there trying to battle the 3 truck. These guys are duking it out. We're going to stay tuned right here. Still 3 wide as they cross the line. And they're going to fall on the line here. Back out front, Kreitz, still your race leader, seems to be pulling away. We did find out, though, Robinson likes his truck on the long run, so he might lose some spots here early on, but keep your eyes on him here in the next 20 laps or so. Because he said the truck was just getting to what he liked there before that last caution. But how about Jake Bustos? That number 74 had been that fast all race long. He led a bunch of laps early on. Dropping back, how about Ross Tatum? He was your clown of the race, and he has worked his way up to 22nd. He was in dead last, folks. Ross Tatum finally getting on the gas. I think he's listening in to Hutchinson Motorsports TV stream. He said, all right, they're telling me to get on the gas. It is go time. The Coca-Cola number 21 of Ross Tatum looking to slice and dice his way through the field. Meanwhile, don't look now, the number 05, Scott Rickard, last week's winner. He's up to 6th, folks. Put up a stinker for qualifying, but here he is. Last week, he kind of came out of nowhere as well halfway through the race. And he's doing the same here tonight, wanting to win back-to-back races. Let's hop on board with the 05 of Scott Rickard, your lone winner of the season so far after one race. He is rolling the top. He says, I love the way the high side feels. Right up by the wall here coming out of the corner. Rickard currently in the 6th spot. Meanwhile, dropping back, William Duff currently in the 14th position after narrowly avoiding that big wreck. I'm sure he's happy he avoided that wreck because he was involved in a big one last week and he was driving a piece of junk truck for about 80% of the race. Had some serious heart to drive that piece of junk truck as long as he did. He's glad to have his truck all in one piece though here so far. But he needs to get on the gas because he's in 15th. But back up front here, the number 9 of Zach Kreitz. He is absolutely leaving these boys. He says, I don't need a draft. You guys are slow. I'm leaving you. Zach Kreitz out front by over a second. Let's check out our chat here, see what our race fans are talking about. Todd Gratton in the chat, rooting for his family. I'm sorry, I don't even know what number Mr. Gratton is. I'll find him eventually. There's so many trucks. Josh Gratton, currently in the 16th spot, the number 8 truck. Let's hop on board here. Josh Gratton out of Hillsboro, Missouri. His family is watching. Don't let your family down, Josh. Get on the gas. Todd is in the chat, and he is pulling for you. He says, get on the gas, Josh. You're looking slow. The Hillsboro, Missouri needs to go. It is go time, as he's currently in 16th. But I'll tell you who's not slow. Here's your race leader, Zach Kreitz. He's still leaving these boys up by over a second still. Who else we got through the field? Rob Sherwood, I believe he was involved in that last wreck. Was he able to fix that junk truck? Let's check this truck out. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, that truck is junk. The number 22, Rob Sherwood, out of Virginia, driving a piece of junk truck. Forget about Sherwood. He's done for. He's just logging laps, trying to gain some points here. For the Stars and Stripes Racing League, California 200, right here, Hutchinson Motorsports TV, lap number 32 out of 100 already. We are about a third of the way done, and Zach Kreitz is on a rail right now out front. Currently your hard charger, though, through the field. It's none other than Josh Gratton. His family's watching, and Josh says, I'm not going to let him down. I might have started next to last, but I'm up to 16th, and I'm not done yet. The number 8 truck of Josh Gratton, your hard charger, he's gained 12 spots. And then we got Rhett Tucker currently in the 8th spot. He's gained 10 spots at the start of this one. Let's hop on board with Rhett Tucker out of Memphis, Tennessee. This number 99 truck looking good. I like the way that truck looks. One of my favorite looking trucks through the field. Some of these guys look like junk, but I tell you what, Rhett Tucker doesn't. He looks bad fast, and I tell you what, you are how you look, because he is bad fast, folks. But back out front, Zach Kreitz still in the race lead, but here comes Bustler. He's gnawing down off that lead. Lead currently down to less than 0.7 of a second. Folks, here comes that number 1 of Will Bustler. Behind him, we got the number 30 of Josh Robinson. Didn't have an ideal restart, but he was able to maintain pace here and only lose a spot. As we go through the field here, we got the number 7, Kyle McCoy. He's been good all day long. Can McCoy figure it out? We're going to find out. Then we go to the 05 truck, Scott Rickard, last week's winner of that 05. You know he's bad fast, folks. You do not want to see that 05 truck in your rearview mirror at the end of this one. Because if you do, you're probably going to the back. Oh, and then we got Jason Gratton. So there's actually 2 Grattons out here, folks. I didn't even know. Jason Gratton out of Pittsfield, Illinois, that number 46 machine. He's currently in the 6th spot. How about it? Jason faring a little bit better than his buddy Josh. I'm sorry, probably his brother, I'm guessing. But you never know. Then we got that awesome, bad, fast number 99, Rhett Tucker, one of my favorites. And don't count out this 94 of Josh Altus. Altus was good in practice. Looking to put that speed here into the race. In the 9th spot, we got the number 25 right now, Nate Lynch, the Manchester native. Trying to maintain pace here and hold his top 10 spot. And then the final car in the top 10, we got the number 87. He's right to the outside of the 25. It's Jeremy Thompson. Thompson had some speed last week, looking to have the same this week. But back out front, Kreitz still leading this one. Out front by less than half a second, folks. I'm telling you, Will Bustler is coming. He is on his way, and he's going to be your race leader here in a matter of time. It's just a matter of time. It's not if, it is when. Let's hop on board with the number 1 of Will Bustler. Changing it up, we'll go to the right front suspension cam. Trying to get in the draft there of Zach Kreitz. Not much happening though. Let's drop back a little bit. See who's duking it out back here. Single file through most of the field. We do seem to have one battle right about here. The number 99, the 94 just blows by him. So that job later, nerd. Altus blowing by the 99 of Rhett Tucker. As we take that off here, show your ticker cam. Let's look at some manufacturers. See how the manufacturers are faring. Your top 10, we got only 2 Toyotas, 6 Chevys, and 2 Fords. How about this battle right here? Rhett Tucker and Altus are duking it out right now. This is a battle for 7. Altus in the number 94 Chevy, trying to stay in front of the number 99 Ford. Looking like he's going to do so. Altus taking over the spot. Jason Gratton currently in the 6th position here, looking to get a run on that 05 car. 05 truck, sorry about that. Last week's winner at Charlotte. You know he's got speed. As we go back out front here, let's pull this back up. Change that. Kreitz out front by 0.3 of a second. Will Bustler still slowly reeling them in, but he's being patient. But according to my math, I believe they went green around, what, lap number 28, 29, something like that. If they can go 38 laps, they're going to be around 65-ish before they're empty. So the pit window, definitely, I'd say they wait till lap 60 if it stays green. That way they got, well, I don't know, they probably need to go to 62 or so. Pit window's going to be short here. It's going to be between about 62 and 68. As we drop back through the field, let's see what's going on back here. These guys are slamming into each other. They don't care. They will junk each other for 20th spot. They just simply don't care. No respect. Meanwhile, Buffoli out there with that junk number 08. He's got some serious damage. I believe he's multiple laps down. Sherwood looking to go into the pits. He might be done for, folks. We're just letting everybody by. I think that's what he's doing. Doing the right thing there, letting everybody by. He knows he's got serious damage. May as well get out of the way. Meanwhile, it's a side-by-side battle for second. Here comes a 30 Trucker Robinson, and it makes sense, folks. He says his truck gets faster as the run goes on, and the run's going on, so that 30 is headed to the front. Josh Robinson taking over the second spot. Coming at it. Looking through the field here, your hard charger currently, Dylan Grimm. He's gained 14 spots since the start of this one. Currently in the 11th position after starting all the way back in 25th. Let's hop on board with Dylan Grimm, running in 11th. The Fort Collins native of Dylan Grimm Really not battling anything. So we're going to zoom back out. Head back up front here. We got a little bit of a battle right here. These two still duking it out for second. But here comes the 7 on McCoy to the outside line. Side by side, McCoy looking to take over the third spot. That one truck might have burned his tires up or something. He's lost a couple spots in the last few laps. Now we got a battle between McCoy and Robinson for the second spot. And I tell you what, that number 9 of Zach Kreitz is loving it. He wants these two to door bang each other all around the track, race as hard as they can. He wants to stay out from. Going up to the Hutchinson Motorsports blimp, the most beautiful view in the industry. And speaking of which, folks, I don't think I've said it yet. I say it every broadcast, so I'm going to let you know. Quit wasting your money on junk streaming services. Get rid of them all. You got Dirt Vision, get rid of it. It's junk. Flow Racing, junk. Racing Dirt, junk. All of them. They're terrible. Hell, you don't even need Netflix. All you need, Hutchinson Motorsports TV, the largest library of racing in the world. Confirmed 100% truthful statement. Biggest library in the business. And it's free, folks. Absolutely free, which I don't know how we do it. I'm thinking about charging you guys a subscription because this coverage is just too much. Got to pay for all these cameras. I mean, hell, we're flying a blimp around the speedway. I'm in Fontana, California. We had to go across country for this. You guys just sitting at home mooching off Hutchinson Motorsports TV all for free. Unbelievable. But I don't know. I just can't blame you because we got the Stars and Stripes Racing League right here in Fontana, California for the California 200, and we got a battle for the race lead. Robinson on the inside, looking underneath the number 9 truck. Does he have the momentum coming off the corner? Robinson in the 30 on the inside. Coming out of the corner. It's going to be a side-by-side battle. The 7 of McCoy right behind the 9 truck. At the line, it's going to be Kreitz, still your race leader. Can Robinson find some speed down on that bottom line? I feel like the high line is the place to be. Because when you're on that bottom line, when you enter the corner, you just lose so much speed going in. As Kreitz gets loose coming out of the corner. Side by side for the race lead. We got 3 cars. You could throw a blanket over them, folks. The 7 going down the bottom. He's looking 3 wide for the race lead. On to the backstretch. 3 wide. The number 7 of McCoy. Looking to go from 3rd to 1st. The 30 of Robinson in the middle. The 7 of McCoy on the inside. McCoy going to have to fall in the line. Meanwhile, Kreitz on the outside. And the number 9 going to hold the lead for now. How about that move from McCoy? He's running out of patience. He says, I'm faster than both you slugs. Get out of my way. It's go time. Here comes the 7 truck. Kyle McCoy. Right front suspension cam. He's looking underneath the 30. He's not done yet, folks. Robinson thought he put him away. Not so fast. Meanwhile, the rest of the field's gaining on him as these guys are duking it out up front. Top 6 all nearly bumper to bumper. Kreitz rolling the very top of the track. He knows these two are going to be duking it out. So he wants that high line to gain all the speed coming out of the corner as he can get. Coming out of 4, Kreitz still out front. Robinson still in second, followed by the 7 of McCoy. But here comes the 05 of Rickard, folks. These 3 keep screwing around much longer. Rickard might just drop to the inside and blow by all 3 of them. Because here comes the 05 of Scott Rickard, last week's winner. Boy, Rickard looks slow coming off the corner. Got absolutely dusted coming out of the corner there. That 05 truck kind of jumped. But back out front here, Josh Robinson still trying to get to that race lead. Hasn't been able to finish the pass. To the inside of Kreitz. Is he going to throw a slide job? Coming out of the corner, he's not clear. He's going to have to hold the bottom. Meanwhile, the 7 gets right behind the 9 of Kreitz. Crossing the line, race leader. Still Zach Kreitz in the number 9. Boy, Robinson's throwing everything he's got at him, and he just cannot find a way around that number 9 truck. .30 trying to shut the door on the 7. He knew the 7 was going to take him 3 wide, so he sends it up the track to block the middle line. Going into the corner. Looks like Robinson's going to lose a spot. Here comes McCoy. 3 wide for the race lead again. We got the 7 of McCoy on the inside. The 30 of Robinson on the Oh, I'm sorry, McCoy was in the middle. Robinson was on the inside. As they coming out of the corner, Kreitz still holding on to that race lead. For the love of God, he doesn't want to let it go. Top 5, top 6, all right there. Keep an eye out on these guys. Will Buster still right there with them. Don't count out Jason Gratton. He's there as well. Let's hop on board with Gratton. He's the last car in this front pack. See what he's seeing out his front windshield with these guys just duking it out right now. They're going 3 wide, 2 wide. They're just all over the place. It is go time, boys. As we hit the halfway point here shortly, we're on board with the number 46, Jason Gratton, in the 6th position. Still side-by-side battle for the race lead. Zach Kreitz still holding on to it. How about this racing from Kreitz? He didn't look like the faster truck when them two got to him, but he was able to hold the position. Meanwhile, the one of Bustler are going to send it all the way to the bottom. He's going to see if he's got any momentum to gain down there. Here comes Bustler coming off the corner. He's going to shoot it up the track. The 7 of McCoy has lost a couple spots. Meanwhile, don't look now, folks. The 05. Scott Rickard up to the 3rd position. These guys all still right there. Rickard looking to throw his hat in the ring here. Can Rickard get a run and take him 3 wide for the race lead? We're going to hop on board with Scott Rickard in the 05. That Kreitz still your race leader. What does Rickard have up his sleeve? McCoy gave it everything he could. Tried to send it 3 wide to take the spot, but he just couldn't do it. Rickard's going to try it out, but here comes McCoy. Nearly a 3 wide battle for 3rd. Rickard on the outside. McCoy in the middle. The one on the inside. Can Bustler get it? One's going to fall back in line. Side by side still Kyle McCoy, the number 7 truck. Going to fall in the line with the 05, and here comes Rickard. Rickard to the inside. Does he have the momentum coming out of the corner? Side by side with the 30 truck. Off the corner, he's going to get a little bit of a push from the 7. He's going to get loose. That might kill his momentum. To the tri-oval. Kreitz still out front. Robinson holding the 2nd spot. Rickard's going to have to give up 3rd. McCoy gave him a little bump to turn him loose, and it worked out. We are 3 wide for 2nd nearly, folks. How about this racing up front? It's been clean, and the 05 throws a block on the 1. He says, get out of my way, nerd. You aren't passing me. But here comes that 30 of Robinson to the inside. Can the Canton, Ohioan get the job done? Is he looking to throw a slide job? Coming out of the corner, going up the track. Slide job! The 30 of the race lead. We got a crossover. Kreitz crosses over as McCoy lifts for him. Side by side at the line. New race leader for now, Josh Robinson in the 30. That might have been a bit of a dirty slide job. The 9 of Kreitz is not happy. Is he going to wash him up the track? We're going to find out. He's not giving him much room, folks. Here comes the 7 of McCoy. Robinson's lead doesn't last long. McCoy to the race lead. Onto the backstretch. The 30 of Robinson with the crossover. To the inside of McCoy. Heading into turns 3 and 4. Robinson, what does he see out of the windshield? He's got a lapper with the junk car in front of him. Coming out of the corner. Here comes another dirty slide job. Josh Robinson, race leader, but he gives up the outside line. At the line, race leader going to be Josh Robinson for now. But we're 3 wide. Here comes the 05 out of nowhere. Scott Rickard, 3 wide battle for the lead. Meanwhile, hopefully that lap car is going to drop to the apron because these guys are duking it out right now. I think Rickard's got a run right now. Let's hop on board with the 05 of Scott Rickard, the Hutchinson Motorsports cockpit view. We are 3 wide for the race lead. Zoomed out side by side. We got the 7 of McCoy on the inside. The 05 of Rickard, who's currently got the lead. But can he hold it coming out? McCoy looking to throw a slide job, taking the race lead, but we got a crossover. The 05 of Rickard getting into the 07. He's able to keep it off him. Side by side coming out of the corner into the tri-oval. Race leader at the line going to be the 05, Scott Rickard, last week's winner. He's back out front, folks. These guys are putting on a show, folks, and you're going to see the pit window here in the next 10 laps or so open up. We got a lap car and the wall out front. Let's hop on board here. See what this lap car is going to do. I think he's going to drop to the apron and get out of the way. Yes, sir. He's going to get out of the way. That's the 08 of Alex Buffoli, I believe. Yes, sir. Buffoli struggling here after damaging his truck. Meanwhile, Kyle McCoy taking back the race lead out of Morrison, Illinois. Boy, Auto Club Speedway, it brings some great racing, multi-groove racing. Not every track can do this, but Auto Club sure can. As they're side by side, heading into turn one, Rickard going to take back the race lead. Rickard looking to hold the bottom, but he thinks otherwise. Slide job coming out of the corner, the 05 to the race lead. But another crossover, folks. We're having a lead change every single lap. Kyle McCoy back out front. Kyle McCoy and Scott Rickard, these two do not want to give up that race lead. McCoy throwing a slide job. Coming out of the corner. Headed in lap number 57. We got a battle still, though, folks. Rickard dropping to the apron. Not going to be enough. McCoy taking over the race lead once again. As they head into turn one, is the 05 going to throw another slide job? We're going to hop on board with Kyle McCoy on the outside line. Keep an eye on the 05 as he comes up the line. Slide job later, nerd. Here comes McCoy with another crossover. These guys passing each other every single corner. You love to see it. McCoy not giving him much room. He's going to throw a slide job. Or is he? Rickard right there. Does McCoy have enough to clear him? Coming out of the corner. He's going to have to leave a path. The 05 of Rickard still outside. McCoy on the inside line, headed to the line. It's going to be McCoy in the race lead, I do believe. Meanwhile, Rickard getting a run, headed into the corner. The 05 of Rickard back to the race lead. I tell you what, they're passing each other every single corner. This is some great racing, folks. Let's hop on board with the number 30 truck. I'm going to lose my voice at the end of this night, folks. I can tell you that. Jam-packed action. Hell, I might lose my voice before the end of this race. I might need to take it easy, folks. I feel the voice leaving me. Meanwhile, Robinson side by side, duking it out with the 46. Jason Bratton. Let's hop on board with Jason. The Pittsfield, Illinois, and Jason Bratton looking good all race long. Started in third, currently in fourth. Great run so far. But don't look now, folks. Dylan Graham, who was bad, fast in practice. He's your Hutchinson Motorsports hard charger right now. He's gained 20 spots, folks. He started in 25th. He's currently in 5th. Sliced and diced his way through the field, and he's right here with the leaders. Dylan Graham looking to the inside of the 30 of Robinson. This is going to be a side-by-side battle for third. Graham currently in 4th. Looking to get to 3rd. He's gained 21 spots since the start of this one. Meanwhile, Scott Rickard still your race leader out front. Dylan Graham looking to throw his hat into the ring here. Slide job for 3rd. Grimm's going to take the spot. As our two leaders run side by side. Dylan Graham looking to get a run on them. They're going to fall on the line. They're sick of racing each other. The 7 of McCoy says, I don't know how many more slide jobs I got in me, bud. I'm just going to fall right behind you. It's like deja vu. Scott Rickard out front, just like last week. That 05 truck, that man, he's an absolute real man. Scott Rickard, is he the GOAT? Just confirmed, folks. Scott Rickard, he's the GOAT. The GOAT of the truck series, Scott Rickard in the 05. Side by side coming out of the corner. Almost 3 wide. The 23 narrowly avoids the 7. The GOAT, Scott Rickard, rolling the top. The High Rock Vodka number 05 truck of Scott Rickard looking good here tonight as we head into lap number 62 of the California 200 on Hutchinson Motorsports TV. Auto Club Speedway. It's been a good one so far, folks. We're going to see, these folks, they're going to start pitting here any moment. We got a couple cars headed down pit lane. I think they're lap cars. Kevin Stein, I think he's the first one to pit. We're going to see how that works out for him. Kevin Stein falling a lap down. We got Greg Hammond. No, he's on the lead lap. Back out front, the 3 wide battle for the race lead. Rickard on the outside. Grimm in the middle. McCoy on the inside. Who's going to take the spot? How about Dylan Graham out of nowhere? He started in 25th, folks. Here he comes, looking to take over the race lead. I think he was quick time in practice, but he put down a stinker in qualifying. Didn't take him long as we head into lap number 63. At the line, going to be side by side for the race lead, but the 05 of Rickard still currently your leader. We stay tuned right here. Can the 23 of Graham out of Fort Collins get a run for that race lead? Rickard going to stick up top. Graham looking to throw a slide job coming out of the corner. Slide job. New race leader, Dylan Graham. Rickard to the back bumper. He gets him a little loose into the wall. Hopefully no damage there for the 05. I think he's okay. Graham throwing a bit of a late slide job, but he says, you know what? I'm sick of you guys passing each other for the lead. I want the lead for myself. Dylan Graham from 25th to 1st. As he gets tight coming out of the corner, shoots up the track. Here comes a bunch of trucks, folks. Kyle McCoy. Hang on. Kyle McCoy, Scott Rickard, Jason Gratton, Will Bustler, Jake Busto, Zach Kreitz, Nate Lynch, Aaron Hale, Mark Schrader, and Greg Hammond all down pit lane, folks. The only trucks left, I believe, are your top 8. Top 8 look to be the only ones that have not pit yet. The pit window is real. If you're Dylan Graham, you need to come down pit road ASAP. You don't want to be on old junk tires. We're going to start comparing lap times here. Dylan Graham just ran a 43.22. 43.22, and here comes Graham. Smart thing to do. Graham coming down pit lane as well as Robinson. Lost Shin down pit lane as well as the 21 of Tatum. How about Ross Tatum? Worked his way through the field. He looked terrible early on, but he's back up front now. Meanwhile, Josh Altus says, you know what, nerds? I don't need to pit. I'm going to stay out here, and I'm going to take over the race lead. Get me some TV time on Hutchinson Motorsports TV. Ladies and gentlemen, your race leader, the number 94, Joshua Altus. Looking to the inside, cars coming off pit lane. Looking at the last lap here for some of these cars that have already pit. We're going to compare how fresh tires, how much faster fresh tires are. Meanwhile, here comes Altus down pit lane. Brett Tucker. I don't think he's pit yet. Let's pull up the Hutchinson Motorsports pit strategy board, the best pit strategy board in the entire business. Brett Tucker, it looks like he has pit. He might have did a 2-tire stop or something. He pit 7 laps ago, so he's going to take over the race lead here briefly. As Altus currently down pit lane, about to get past. Side by side, Scott Rickard looking to take back the race lead. I think Tucker is on a different strategy. He must have took 2 tires or something. As the 05 blows by him, throws a dirty slide job. Taking over the race lead, Scott Rickard back up front. Last lap, fastest lap on the track, Will Bustler, 40.87. 40.87, folks. That's about 2.5 seconds faster than our racers were at the end of that fuel run. So a big difference here. You're looking at 2 to 3 seconds difference on fresh tires. That's good to know late in this race, folks. If a caution comes out at the end, we got about 34 laps left. Guys are going to be near the end of their fuel run by the end of this one. So if there's a late green-white checkered, smart thing to do is going to be definitely come down pit lane. You're going to be 2 to 3 seconds faster. But meanwhile, Scott Rickard out front by over a second after a great green flag pit stop. Scott Rickard taking back the race lead. Let's change it up. Here go the right rear suspension cam, Scott Rickard. He sees Kyle McCoy, the number 7 truck behind him. He's like, later, nerd. You ain't gonna catch me, buddy boy. 1.1 second lead for the 05 truck of Scott Rickard. But let us know in the chat, folks, who you pulling for. Let's check some chat messages. We got Todd Gratton still in the chat, I believe. Thanks for tuning in, Todd. Let us know, though, in the chat if you're pulling for somebody else. In the meantime, though, folks, be sure to click that like button. Be sure to subscribe to the page. Click the notification bell. Do all that good stuff. It's free. It's the least you could do. You're mooching off the free streaming service of Hutchinson Motorsports TV. The least you could do is leave a like, give us a subscribe, because we're the best in the business, folks. We got the best camera angles, the best views around the speedway, and we got the GOAT announcer, Blake Hutchinson, yours truly, right here on air, watching Scott Rickard slice and dice his way through the field to become your race leader once again. Hard charger through the field, looking like it's Dylan Graham, the number 23 still. Had a terrible pit stop. Stinker of a pit stop. Went from first to 8th. How about that? Somebody needs to work on their green flag pit stops, I believe. Well, he did lose some ground, though. He stayed out an extra lap. Well, that right there is a couple seconds. So if he can shave back the last couple seconds, he might gain a few of them spots back. But we got Ross Tatum in the 9th spot. Currently, Ross Tatum working his way through the field up to the 9th position, looking to get himself a top 10. You know what? After dogging him earlier, I got to give him some props. Let's give that number 21 truck of Ross Tatum some TV time, folks. The Coca-Cola number 21. Ross Tatum, let's hop on board. But your Thursday night racing here. Stars and Stripes Racing League, Hutchinson Motorsports TV. It's the California 200. We're on board with the 9th position truck of Ross Tatum. Got a big pack in front of them. Them guys are duking it out. They are 3 wide. Rhett Tucker, I think he's regretting that pit stop he did. He's getting dogged out there right now. He must have got too tired or something. That 99 truck, he's jumped. Meanwhile, Josh Robinson had a stinker of a pit stop himself. Went from about 2nd or 3rd back to 6th or 7th. We talked to Josh there on the pit stop a little bit. He said he liked the way his truck felt at the end of the runs. We're going to see if that can maintain. Tom Weezer subscribing to the channel. Thanks, Tom. We appreciate you, bud. You're the GOAT. Tom's not out here tonight, I don't think. Hey, Tom, let us know in the chat. How come you weren't able to make it tonight? Unfortunately, unable to see that Tom Weezer speed truck out there. Usually dead fast. But your race leader, the 05, is Scott Rickard. Out front by about 0.8 of a second. Jason Gratton still in 4th. His family is watching, and he's not letting them down because he is bad fast. Tom Weezer rooting for Stein. Oh, there he is. The number 19 of Stein. Or Steen, I don't know. I'm going to call it Stein. Steen sounds lame. But changing it up here, Kyle McCoy still in the 2nd spot. The Morrison, Illinoisan Kyle McCoy. Slowly reeling in that 05 truck, Scott Rickard. Gnawing away at that lead just a little bit. Rickard is right where he wants to be, though. Wants this thing to stay green. 27 laps left to go. He won last week on a late restart. This week he's looking to do it the hard way. The long green run to finish the race. But nothing's a gimme, folks, because Kyle McCoy is coming quick. And right behind him, the number 1 of Will Bustler. Let's see what else we got going on to the field. Let's give some of these guys in the back some TV time. Got Greg Hammond, the number 66 truck. There he is, folks, Greg Hammond. The White Coffee, number 66 machine. Currently all the way back in 23rd. William Duff. Last week he junked his truck. Able to keep it clean tonight, but unable to find speed. Currently all the way back in 18th. Brian Burchett. We're watching Brian Burchett, the number 33 machine. Currently all the way back in 21st. Let's check out our battle for last, folks. I'm going to give it Jeremy Thompson. He's technically not in the last. I think he's the last truck on the lead lap, though, so I'm going to give him the battle for last. Jeremy Thompson winning the battle for last right now. Boy, the 87, I think he was kind of quick last week, but he's absolute junk here tonight. The Ditech 87 truck, just a rolling chicane out there tonight. That number 87 is junk. Back up front, though, Scott Rickard still your race leader, but not by much. McCoy railing him in, has the lead down to 0.4 of a second. Last lap around the speedway, fastest truck on the track was, I believe it was nope. We got Josh Altus, 41.92. Your race leader ran a 42.29. So Altus about 3 to 4 of a second faster than your race leader. You know, he ain't saving tires, folks. He did pit a little bit late, though. He pit a couple laps after everybody else. He got a couple lap newer tires. Josh Altus trying to put him to work with just 23 laps left to go here tonight. But here comes McCoy still reeling in that 05 truck of Rickard. Rickard's still out front for now, but not for long, folks. Here comes McCoy. Meanwhile, Zach Kreitz is struggling, folks. Boy, I don't know what happened to Kreitz. He had a pitiful pit stop. He was battling for the race lead there before pit stops, and now he's all the way back in 17th, folks. The number 9 truck stick a fork in him. Zach Kreitz to the rear. Dylan Grimm up to the 6th position. He's gained 19 positions so far. The 23 of Dylan Grimm up to 6th. Looking good here tonight. One truck to not count out, though, folks. Let me see if I can find him. I can't even count them, or I can't even find them, so I guess you got to count them out. So anyways, in 5th, currently Josh Robinson. He's had some speed all race long, but seems to have been struggling here in the last 30 laps or so, compared to how he's running early on. Still a good run so far, currently in 5th. Nate Lynch struggling back there in the 25 machine. All the way back to 17th, Nate Lynch. He started in about 7th or 8th, I believe. Meanwhile, Ross Tatum, don't count this man out, folks. He's up to 7th. He's gained 15 spots since the start of this one. Let's hop on board with the number 21 Coca-Cola machine, Ross Tatum. Look at that junk 08 truck to his inside. Look at this piece of junk. Unbelievable. That's Alex Buffoli. Look at this junk truck. Alex Buffoli in the 08. Report to the garage. I don't know if he's meeting minimum speed because, folks, that truck is junk. Alex Buffoli logging laps around here, going on a Sunday drive. The battle for the race lead is heating up, folks. 0.2 of a second separates Kyle McCoy in 2nd and Scott Rickard in 1st. Let's hop on board with the number 7 machine, Kyle McCoy. We got a lap car coming up here in a little bit. As we zoom back out here, let's see what's going on to the field. Let's hop up to our eyes in the sky, the most beautiful view in the business, the Hutchinson Motorsports link. Right now, we're watching the number 3 truck, Christian Loschin, the Brooklyn, Iowan. He's from Brooklyn, but not the Brooklyn you're thinking, folks. Brooklyn, Iowa, middle of nowhere, podunk town. Kind of a dump. Christian Loschin, currently in 10th, though. Here we got the number 1 machine, Will Bustler, currently in 3rd. Let's go through the field a little bit here, folks. 4th place, Jason Gratton's put down a quiet but solid day. He's been running top 5 most of the night. Behind him, we got the number 30, Josh Robinson. He's been in the top 5 all night long, but knocking on his door in the 23 machine, your hard charger, Dylan Grimm. Right behind him, we got another hard charger, Ross Tatum. Josh Altus, who is sending that thing right now. He might still be the fastest truck on the track. Then in the 9th position, we got Kyle Bowling in the 44. Christian Loschin, we just saw him. Jake Bustos, the number 74. Early on, he looked good, but he's... You know what? This happened last week, too. Jake Bustos, he qualified up front, led some laps early on, and then he was junked. This week, He was up front early on now. He's jumped. The Flossmoor, Illinoisan. Jake Busto's currently in 11th. Behind him, we got Trey Jackson in the number 5 machine. And we got Aaron Hale out of Colesburg, Iowa. At least probably a dump, too. Behind him, we got Josh Gratton to Hillsboro, Missourian. Then in the 15th spot, Zach Kreitz, who was leading the race earlier on and had some front-running speed. And then he had a pitiful pit stop drop to the rear. We got Nate Lynch right next to him. William Duff, the 4th. Josh Whitaker, Brian Burchett, Kevin Steen to round out your top 20. The Milwaukee number 19 machine, Kevin Steen. Meanwhile, Scott Rickard still your race leader, but not for long, folks. Here comes the 7 of Kyle McCoy. Let's hop on board with the 7 of McCoy. McCoy currently in 2nd, though, getting a run on that 05 of Rickard. Off the corner, he's got a run. Where's he going to send his momentum? Going to look to the inside here, folks. I think you're about to see a slide job. Side by side on the backstretch. In the turns 3 and 4. McCoy. Here it comes, the number 7. Slide job. There he goes. New race leader, Kyle McCoy. Right now, Hutchinson Motorsports chopper view. Let's change it up, folks. Hang on. Hutchinson Motorsports drone cam, folks. I'm driving the drone right now. I'm announcing and driving the drone. This is incredible. Look at these steady views. I got a steady hand, folks. I am not only the GOAT broadcaster, I can handle the drone around the speedway. The air off these trucks don't bother me. Look how fast these drones are. I'm going like 200 miles an hour right now. It's incredible. Unbelievable. We cut no corners here at Hutchinson Motorsports TV. That's how we became the best streaming service in the business, folks. Bar none, not even close. Nobody can light a candle to Hutchinson Motorsports TV because there's only one GOAT, and that's me. Right here, Blake Hutchinson on the call, right here in the booth with you. California 200 Fontana. Call it Auto Club, whatever you want to call it. Been a great race so far. We are getting down to the nitty-gritty, folks. Everybody should be good on fuel. Unless we get some late restarts. Only about 14 laps left to go here. McCoy currently your race leader. Looking through the field here, though. Let's see what's going on. Really no battles. Nobody duking it out for position right now. Here we go. We got a little bit of a one. Brian Chu trying to pass Dylan Glass for like last. Next to last, something like that. Way back here. But the 18 of Chu shoving him down the straightaway. He says, Dylan, get out of my way. I want the 25th position. These guys are duking it out. That's hop on board with the 18 of Brian Chu. Trying to take over a top 25 position. Yeah, I was talking to Brian earlier on. He told me his goal tonight was to bring home a top 25. He's knocking on the door right now in 26th. Can he do it? The Fort Myers Floridian, Brian Chu, looking to get a run on the 16 truck. I don't know if he can, though, folks. Running out of time. Well, back up front here. The 05 of Rickard trying to figure out what that bad, fast number 7 machine of Kyle McCoy is doing to be so dang fast. I don't know if Rickard can get back around him, folks. McCoy's on a rail right now. We still got 12 laps to go around this 2-mile speedway. Meanwhile, Dylan Grimm all the way up to 5th, folks. He pit a lap or two later than these guys, so we're going to see if that matters. Fastest lap around the speedway last lap, let's see. 42.86, Josh Robinson. Fastest truck on the track right now, Josh Robinson, currently in the 6th position, 42.86. Your race leader, Kyle McCoy, ran a 43.01. So only a 1 or 2 tenths of a second difference. If Robinson wants to insert himself in this race, he's going to need more than that. Meanwhile, though, Rickard right on the back bumper. Can Rickard find his way around McCoy? I thought he was done for, but boy, was I wrong. Rickard's the faster truck of the two right now. As we hop back up to the Hutchinson Motorsports chopper, we're watching the battle for the race lead. You see your top three trucks right there. McCoy in the lead, followed by Rickard in the second spot, and Jason Gratton in the number 46 up to third. It'd be good to see Jason Gratton insert himself into this race. He wants these two to start racing side by side. He wants them to start duking it out so he can put a run on. Can Gratton get up there, folks? Gratton's only about 4/10 of a second behind the back bumper of Scott Rickard. With just 10 laps left to go here, folks, the fans are on their feet, off their seats. They haven't sat down since the start of this race. The California 200, boy, has it been a good one here tonight. Let us know in the chat, though, folks, who's going to take home the checkered here? Who's going to win this thing? Is it going to be McCoy? Is Rickard going to get around him and win back-to-back races? Or is Jason Gratton going to spoil the party for both of them? Looks to be a 3-truck race right now, unless there's a caution. Single digits left. 9 laps left to go around the speedway. Will Bustler's about a second behind third. He's basically out of it right now. We're going to stay tuned right here in these top 3 trucks. Kyle McCoy holding steady up front. Rickard in the 05 looking for a new line. He says, I got to find a way around him. Tell you what, your only way around him, you got to diamond the corner, get a run off the backstretch, get to the inside. I'm sorry, get to the backstretch, get to the inside on the backstretch, and then you throw a haymaker slide job. You might stuff them into the wall, or you might not. But it is what it is. Rubbing is racing, folks, with 8 laps left to go. Who's going to take home the California 200 on Hutchinson Motorsports TV? McCoy still looking strong up front. Last lap around the speedway, McCoy ran a 42.95. Fastest truck on the track was Ross Tatum ran a 42.93, just 2/100ths of a second faster than your race leader. Tatum putting together a good showing, got himself into the top 10, currently an 8. But back up front, we got a battle for the race lead. McCoy to the inside of Rickard. Rickard threw a big slide job we just missed. No, we didn't. Another lap car. Sorry about that. McCoy still ended up out front. I thought Rickard threw a slide job and we had a crossover. But we didn't. Not yet. These guys playing nice so far. And Rickard looks to have lost some ground with the lapper. Gonna have to make up some serious ground. 0.3 of a second. That's not easy to make up here late in the race. Let's hop on board with Jason Gratton and see if he can get around that 05 truck of Rickard. Rickard knows he can't screw around and give up that second spot. If he does, his race is over. You're not passing. You're not getting past and passing them back and then getting to the back bumper of the race leader all at the end of this one, I don't think. And he knows it. Gratton, though, trying to insert himself into this race. Right to the back bumper with the 05. Gratton to the inside of Rickard. Can Gratton get a run coming off the corner? Rickard's going to have some momentum. Bumper to bumper, it's a battle for second. McCoy loves what he's seeing out of his rear view window. Rear view mirror, sorry. His rear view mirror, he loves what he's seeing. The 71 going to drop to the apron and get out of the way. Coming to 5 laps left to go. McCoy is the heavy favorite if this thing stays green. Gonna be tough for that 05 machine to get back to the back bumper and find a way around it. Looks like we got one more. Oh, we got a few more lappers in front and a couple of them battling for positions. Hopefully this doesn't cost McCoy. McCoy out front right now, 0.3 of a second on Rickard. We're going to see if he can cleanly pass these few lap cars he's got in front of him. He's definitely going to have to pass them before the end of this race, I think. With 4 laps left to go. We're on board with our race leader, Kyle McCoy out of Morrison, Illinois. Crossing the line, 4 laps left to go around this one. Auto Club Speedway, California 200. Stars and Stripes Racing League right here on Hutchinson Motorsports TV. And here comes Rickard, folks, out of nowhere. Rickard to the back bumper of McCoy. We got a battle, folks. Rickard knows it's go time. Can't be screwing around anymore, and he's got to choose his battles wisely. If he tries a bad pass, he's just going to end up getting passed for second. So he's got to be smart here. He is running out of time, and he knows it. But he knows he's got to be smart, or Gratton's going to find a way around him. On to the front stretch. Coming to 3 laps left to go. Kyle McCoy, still your race leader, but here comes Scott Rickard knocking on the door, and right there with him is the 46, Jason Gratton. Let's stay on board here with Jason Gratton for a lap or so. See what he's seeing, because he's watching these 2 leaders duke it out. Bumper to bumper. Rickard to the bumper there of McCoy. Onto the backstretch, heading into turns 3 and 4. McCoy out front by about 1.5 tenths of a second on Rickard. Rickard going to look up top. Gratton looking to the inside. Not going to be enough for now. To the front stretch in front of this sold-out crowd. To the line. It's 2 laps left to go here at Fontana. I think it's basically become a 2-horse race right now. Unless these 2 just door bang each other and Gratton throws a slide job. We're going to find out, though. McCoy going to roll the bottom. Onto the backstretch is going to be the white flag next time around. McCoy out front by 2 tenths of a second. Can Rickard gnaw that down a little bit here? Onto the backstretch. Heading into turns 3 and 4. We're going to hop on board with, well, let's change it up. Let's go to Scott Rickard here in second so we can have our eyes on the race leader. Rickard on the outside as Gratton's right to his back bumper. White flag in the air, this time by no more cautions. We're going to finish it under green last time around the Speedway. Are you not entertained? Auto Club Speedway. Here comes Rickard to the outside for the last time out of turns 1 and 2. Onto the backstretch. McCoy with a hefty lead. It's going to be tough to overcome. What does Rickard have up his sleeve? I don't think it's going to be enough, folks. Kyle McCoy out front for the last time, heading into 3 and 4. McCoy with a solid lead. Rickard right there with him, coming out of 4. McCoy cleanly out of 4, onto the front stretch, into the tri-oval. Checkered flag in the air, and Kyle McCoy wins it at Fontana. What a finish there. Kyle McCoy, Rickard, and Gratton were duking it out. Let's pull up our board. If McCoy, Rickard, and Gratton could come to a voice chat, I'm going to pull you up. I want our top 3, Jason Gratton, Scott Rickard, and Kyle McCoy. Let's do a quick little interview. Kyle McCoy bringing home the race win here tonight. What a run there. A big, long... We only had 1 caution that entire race. It was around lap 28 or so. Then we stayed green the rest of the way, had a green flag stop. Clean racing all night long. These guys racing hard but giving each other room. How about those battles earlier on, though? Rickard and McCoy just throwing each other slide jobs over and over. What a finish. Look into the chats here. See who we got. Is Josh Gratton in a chat? I am not seeing Josh Gratton. We'll go ahead and pull up Rickard. Hang on. Having some issues.
Where is
Scott, Blake up in the booth. You got me?
Yes, I do.
Hey, not as good as last week, but you were able to take home a P2 tonight. You had some serious speed. How'd the truck feel there at the end?
Tight.
Yeah, it definitely looked like you lost a little bit of speed there. You just couldn't find a way back around McCoy.
Yeah, I felt really good at the end of the run before he pit, and at the end there, I ended up being just too tight, especially 1 and 2.
Yeah, well, I mean, you definitely can't complain, though. Taking home a P2 finish, you're definitely going to be the points leader here after week 2. So definitely has to feel good.
Yeah, trucks are what I race the most, so it's always good to be back in a truck for a league race.
Yes, sir. Well, hey, you did a great job out there tonight. You started near the back, but you quickly worked your way up through the field. You led some laps and ended up second spot. Before you head out, you got any shout-outs?
since I forgot them last week and I remembered it after the broadcast. Team Watson Racing setups. My team, my dog, and everybody put the league on.
Yeah, well, hey, great job. Definitely can't complain about them setups you've been getting so far, and we look forward to seeing you back here next week and see if we can find your way back to victory lane.
Yep, it's a road course. I look forward to them all the time.
Uh-oh. All right, well, best of luck, buddy.
Yep.
There's Scott Rickard taking home a P2 finish. Let's pull up Jason Gratton, your P3 finisher. Jason, Blake, I'm in the booth. You got me?
Hey, Blake, how you doing?
Hey, I'm doing great. But, hey, you had a great run. You were in the top 5 basically the entire race there, taking home a P3 finish. Truck looked like it was pretty good.
Yeah, I was hoping to get down into the pits a lap before Kyle and Scott, take advantage of, that couple second time difference. But a couple guys in the back started calling their pit out, and Kyle and Scott, I'm sure already had their strategy planned, but didn't get that lap extra fresher tires. So once we came out, tried taking care of it and reel them in and let them battle. And unfortunately, just once I got to where I was going to make a move to the outside, they started to defend and just didn't have enough.
You were definitely right there. Unfortunately, it looked like Rickard got a little tight there at the end. If them two were side by side duking it out for the lead, you might have had a shot at them.
That's what I was hoping for. I kept my distance, trying to keep clean air on the nose, and once I got around Will, hoping Scott and Kyle would get side by side and battle and let them wear each other out, and I got close without them doing that, but I think if they would have been side by side for a handful of laps and me just keep my distance and take care of my stuff would have helped a little bit, but
well, like I said, you definitely ran a great race here tonight. That's definitely going to shoot you up in the point standings, so it should help out for sure.
Yeah, that week 1 was not one to be remembered, but it's always nice when you can come back and rebound a week after. And
yeah, well, it definitely happens. Next week's a road course. How you feeling about the road course?
If I could skip it, I would.
Hey, I'm right there with you, buddy. I'm terrible at road courses, but hey, you did a great job taking home a P3 finish. Before you head out, you got any shout-outs?
Shout out to you guys. Well, I think it's just you, but shout out to you for picking us up, and looking forward to going back and watching your broadcast. Shout out to my brother Todd and brother Chuck, my dad. I know Todd's a very consistent watcher. The other two are kind of hit or miss, but big shout out to Todd, Jess, and the boys, and my teammates.
Well, hey, great job, and we definitely noticed Todd was in the chat, so he definitely was watching here live tonight. I'm sure he's proud of you, but hey, I'll let you head down and celebrate your P3 podium finish, so good job out there tonight, Jason.
All right, thanks again. Have a good one.
You too. There was Jason Gratton, your P3 finisher. But ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the star of the show, the number 7, Kyle McCoy. Let's get him up here. Kyle, Blake in the booth, you got me?
Hey, I got you, man.
Hey, you were able to take home the win. Has to feel good here tonight.
Yeah, that was awesome. I don't know how much you guys might have known, but I was right on the money for gas. I crossed the line with 0.2 left, so that was stressful to say the least. And yeah, it's great to get a win this early in the season. That's awesome.
Yeah, definitely has to feel good, and it's crazy to risk it that much on the pit stop, but it definitely worked out for you. You're able to take home a win here at Auto Club Speedway.
Yeah, I didn't get my auto fuel checked off, and usually that's something I always do, but tonight I didn't do it, and so they always cut you just right next to the number, and so I had to draft off Scott for a while, and then I passed him when I had to, when I had my moment, and I don't know, that was really stressful. That was about as close as it gets.
Yeah, I believe you two there were duking it out there for a while, throwing slide jobs and whatnot, but it was definitely an entertaining race to watch, and you did a great job taking home a win here tonight. But before you head out, you got any shout-outs?
Yeah, I appreciate it, man. Shout out to a couple buddies watching the race. I got some of my NASCAR friends watching tonight, so I appreciate you guys checking this thing out. Thanks to my teammates Scott, Trey, and Kyle, and Jeremy for watching out for me in that whole race. That was fun. The middle of the race was awesome. I can't believe it turned from a single lane to just everybody all over the place. So it was really fun, and shout out to the league for putting on these kind of races. These are a blast. I look forward to these every week, and can't wait for next week at, I think, Canadian Tire, so that's going to be something.
Yeah, that was actually going to be my last question. How confident are you feeling about the old road course next week?
Man, I'm gonna put some practice in because I love the track. The track itself is really cool, but I'm gonna need some work. So it's gonna be exciting. I'd like to run top 3 and maybe give Scott a run for his money, but we'll see what happens, and that's why they run the races. We'll see what happens.
Yes, sir. Well, it's going to be interesting to see we've already learned who can turn left the best, but it's going to be interesting to see who can turn right as well.
Yeah, it's gonna be awesome. I appreciate you putting this on. It's gonna be a great show next week. I think you might have to talk to Scott again at the end, but hopefully we can give him a run while we're at it. So
Hey, well, we'll find out. But hey, great job out there. I'll let you head down, celebrate with your team. Big win for you here at Auto Club Speedway.
appreciate it, man. Have a great night.
You too. Kyle McCoy, your race winner here, Fontana. He's taking home the checkered flag for the California 200 with the Stars and Stripes Truck Series. Unbelievable race. These guys were duking it out, and you heard it from Kyle himself. He crossed the line with basically no fuel. I don't even think he had enough for a burnout. Incredible way to finish the race for him. Did what he had to do. Able to take the checkers here at Fontana, California. But we appreciate you tuning in, spending your Thursday night right here, Hutchinson Motorsports TV, the best broadcast company in the business. But till next time, we hope to see you back next week. We're going to be at a road course, folks. A little bit different, but it's going to be interesting nonetheless. But anyways, nonetheless,